U7 Buy provides the most convenient, fastest, and safest way to upgrade your team with numerous positive reviews and verified by top creators from different countries with 24/7 online customer support. Before the end of October, all users who place an order for FC26 coins on U7 Buy for their first order of FC26 coins can enjoy a plus 10% coin bonus. Using my discount code Inception can get an additional 8% discount. Okay guys, so let's do the main content for today, which is the evolution and then some other stuff, right? So if you guys want some reviews for these evolutions, be sure to let me know. If you guys do get the main cards, which I would say, well, David Neres, I don't know how attainable he is for people, but maybe we could do a review for him and people actually ended up getting him. But like Rashford obviously is a trending card for this. Marmoush would be worth the review as well. The other cards, probably not, to be honest. Like it's always like the top evolution cards that people are going to be like the most interested in, right? Because David Neres, I think you have to complete him for something. I don't know, you guys know. Anyways, Marcus Rashford is the first card that's trending here. So the big thing with this card is that he receives the Driven Shot Plus, and obviously he gets a weak foot improvement, right? So this is obviously a really, really big deal. If you use any sort of formation that uses the false 9 and the inside forward on that left-hand side, there could be a lot of potential to work with when it comes to Marcus Rashford. Now, the only thing that I will say, right, because when it comes to dribbling, it is on the lower end. We do have to mention that. It's one of those cards where I feel like when you use him in-game, you just sacrifice not having higher dribbling and then just give him a finisher chemistry style to make sure that his shooting is where it needs to be, right? Because to be fair, a card like this could potentially, well, it's not going to be because of the height and the fact that you can dribble quickly with her, right? But this card right here, on a Hunter chemistry style, you know, you're working with a card that also does not have super high pace, right? So it's not bad for you to try it out in this way. And we could totally try out this Rashford card. There's already a guy in my Discord that has him, so we'll probably do his review today just so that we can kind of collect more footage for the 433 and go from there, right? Because we do have a new custom tactic coming out probably today or tomorrow. We'll see what the vibes are, right? But it looks like a good card, to be honest. Like, people are disliking this, not really sure why. I guess because you're paying for it. I'm not really... I guess, like, the passing is not in a great area, but he does have tiki-taka, which before... Did he even have tiki-taka before? I don't think so. No. So, to be fair, it's a good upgrade, right? Obviously, the pace is not there, so if you use it in the side position, you guys can't do that ratty force through ball play, right? But, you know, striker position with the false 9 on a tiki-taka, there's potential there, man. To be honest with you, there's definitely potential there. But we'll try him out. We'll see if he ends up performing really nicely in-game. David Neres is the other card that got upgraded as well. The only unfortunate thing with David Neres is that he's formatted in a way where it's like you want to give him a marksman, but honestly, not really that big of a deal because it's a side position player, right? So because he's left-footed, left-hand side, 5-star, 4-star capabilities, it's a really nice card, right? Regardless, because in the side position, you don't care about the left stick not being as high compared to like some other positions, but on a Hunter chemistry style, really good pace, good shooting, also is working with a quick step, but it's the driven shots, man. The driven shots are a really big deal because with a card like this, he can play on the left wing, left mid position, still work with that inside forward. But honestly, even if you want to use him on a striker position because he still has that false 9 on the card as well, that would be fantastic too, right? So David Neres still looks like a very, very good improvement. I think he's probably from the season pass of last season or something. I don't know. You guys know more than me when it comes to that. But yeah, Hunter chemistry style with the pace, the shooting boost, it's really good, right? Like in that left-hand side, you don't necessarily like need to worry about like not having finesse, even though a lot of the opportunities really revolve around that. But when you have a driven shots, that's your compensation because that playstyle is really, really crazy. And honestly, in the striker position, it could still do really well as well. So yeah. Marmoush is the other card here. It makes sense for this card to trend because Marmoush, base card mechanics wise, in the beginning of the year, I don't know now because there's been so many changes, right? But in the beginning of the year, he was really nice, right? He was a really, really nice striker to use. That's before you found out about PINA, right? But Marmoush was really nice. He moved across the pitch a certain way that you just like a lot. It's a really weird thing to explain, right? Because this card doesn't have advanced forward in the striker position, but he was just cooking in that area. A very similar situation to Sherdicky, right? Like Sherdicky doesn't have roles on his card, but for some reason, the dude just understands how to utilize space. So with Marmoush, again, It's a very similar situation to, I would say, the Marcus Rashford card minus the skill moves, where again, you could just go on the route of just giving him a finisher, be like a PINA card where you don't have really high pace, give him the finisher to make sure his dribbling feels a little better in game, kind of work with the technical a little bit more. But what's cool about this card is that he does have the cam position change, right? So technically speaking, if you play those sort of 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1 sort of formations, on a hunter, he could still do a pretty solid job in those specific areas, right? So not necessarily too bad for that specific playstyle as well, right? So definitely looks like a cool card that could be used, but just have to be careful of the dribbling, like most of these cards. But again, it's just you playing with a player up top that doesn't have the pace, but the play styles like really make up for it. Because guys, honestly, driven shot and tiki-taka being added is massive, right? It's really, really big. Ansu Fati gets an improvement from the inform rated version of his card. So again, you might as well call this the PINA evolution, because the way that they're formatting these cards with lower dribbling so that you have to improve it, and then higher pace, it's kind of like clear and obvious. It's one of those things, right? But this card is a little bit different. He actually has the wide playmaker set on him. Almost dropped my controller. He has the wide playmaker set on him, which is interesting because, to be honest with you, if you were to use him in some formations where it's like a 4-3-3 and then you have that wide playmaker set up on him, honestly, he could do a pretty solid job in that area too, right? False 9, again, similar situation to a lot of other cards where if you play him in the middle, you could still score a lot of opportunities because you are giving him the driven shot playstyle. That on his weak foot, his strong foot, and a big thing as well, having the regular finesse with a quick step and the tiki-taka, you're just adding a bunch of things that make him significantly better, right? So for people who are Barcelona fans, right, that want a Barcelona sort of team, you can add this guy to your team, right? And he actually looks pretty good. It's a player that you're probably more familiar with IRL, right? But yeah, Lang, another card that plays for Napoli. So again, with this card, again, guys, with side position players, you have to like really feel it out, right? When it comes to the dribbling, because it really depends on how you end up utilizing them in the game. Because if you play them false 9, it's not bad to not have super high pace, right? Because when you don't have super high pace, you're just helpful in the general buildup of stuff. So when you give him a finisher and you improve the dribbling, the shooting, and then his pace is the way that it is, you could still utilize these cards. In the side positions, that's where you notice it being more of a nuisance, and that's where it's like, okay, I want to give him a hunter chemistry style now to boost the pace and the shooting, because I want to work with a card that just has the right pace in the side position. Maybe I have to work with the dribbling a little bit more, but if I get him into positions, I hit that driven shot right away, I have a lot of potential to work with. But even still, man, like for me, if pace wasn't so relevant, I would still probably give him the finisher anyways, because for me, when you have a playstyle like finesse and like driven shot, you want to be able to dribble quickly into those spaces to score those opportunities, right? So that's why for me personally, I'd probably still do that. But there's a lot of people that don't care about the left stick stuff as much, and then they would just kind of like go down that direction anyways, right? Luna, people are liking this one a lot. Why? Because he's 5-star? Okay, I was about to say. Because it's weird when people like the card a lot and you're looking at it, you're like, why, right? But it does make sense. The big variable with this card is that you have a driven shot with a 5-star weak foot, right? So that alone is already going to be really nutty to work with too, right? So with this card, he also has, here's the crazy part. So this could be like another PINA card, maybe, right? Because with him, he is someone who is 5'8" and stuff, right? What I'm seeing is finesse driven, crazy, right? First touch, crazy. Technical, crazy. But then he has incisive to work with tiki-taka. That's basically PINA's card right there. That right there is basically PINA's card. But again, remember, with the female players, their body type is a little bit skinnier, right? And they can kind of cook because of that specific thing, right? So just be mindful of that too. But it makes sense that he receives the amount of likes that he did, to be honest. It actually makes complete sense. Martial, so cool thing with this one, as a chain evolution, so you have 90 pace for him. So that actually helps out a lot when you give him that finisher chemistry style, because again, you can go in the direction of increasing the dribbling, increasing the finishing, and your pace is not necessarily in a horrible area. What's great about this card too is that in that specific area, you still have quick step, right? But then you have the tiki-taka, you have the finesse, you have the driven shot. So you could still cook with this card too, right? You could still do really well with him, like even on that false nine to be the player that helps you out in the general buildup of stuff. That would be cool too, right? Let's see what else we have here. So are these like chains that are like popping up right now? No, these are not chains. Joelinton, I mean, if you want to play him, they're like, yo, he doesn't play well in the striker position IRL, but I want to play him there anyways. I mean, the improvements are pretty good though. Holy, that's actually massive. Yeah, that's just, I mean, honestly, the thing is that like a driven shot is cool for him, but it's if you view him in a box to box sort of way, you're not really going to use him left winger striker. You know what I'm saying? Unless he gets some sort of crazy chain evolution in the future, then that do be different. That do be different. Let's see here. Yeah, they're all formatted in the same way though. I am very interesting. But honestly, it makes them significantly better, man. It really does. Incisive, tiki-taka, first touch with it. Yeah, he has a lot of good playstyles too. Guys, this is like a PINA evolution. This is like to make you use a different type of striker that has the false 9 plus plus, and then kind of just go from there, to be honest with you. Because the improvements that they generally give these cards, like some of them, their dribbling is still a little bit low in certain positions, but they kind of get compensated a bit by the play styles that they receive with first touch, with technical, and all that, right? So that's not bad either. That's actually a pretty good upgrade. Female players, I'm going to be real with you, man. The female players are probably going to be the ones you might want to look out for the most, just because you know by default that there's smaller players that have a different sort of body type, right? So again, you know, you'd probably go down the route again of giving her a finisher. And this is a PSG card, right? The PSG links would kind of go crazy. What's different about her is that she gets advanced forward plus plus in the striker position, which a lot of people use, but still has the false 9, still has a driven, still has the incisive with the tiki-taka and finesse. So again, like this could totally be a PINA 2.0, because look at where her pace is, with the fact that she has dribbling stats where she is, being a 5'6" player, like a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff. And it would be worth the test of trying her out on a hunter chemistry style, because she's a female player, right? So she could be someone that moves in a more agile way across the pitch too. It's kind of crazy because her passing stats, you look at it, they're like, oh, they're kind of low. Yeah, but she has incisive and tiki-taka. You guys know how this game goes, you know? It's a weird concept, this game. Oh, give me stats, but then playstyles work with the stats. You know, it's very weird. Honestly, you can go down this route too, but this is like more of the sentimental route, because you already know by default he's a more physical player in game, so that one you have to be careful of with those types. Luna, honestly, any player that's like on the smaller side, I could see being absolute menaces. Like the females in this would be crazy, to be honest. But you really do improve a lot of cards. Like even El Shaarawy, if you're like a Roma fan, like he gets a very good improvement. That driven shot plus is like already the biggest thing on these cards. Let's see if there's any like crazy chain evolutions for this one. I'm actually kind of curious. Finesse. Okay, there we go. No, anything that doesn't give a driven shot plus, like just forget about it. The chain evolutions, oh, for press proven, yeah. Press proven, it would actually be a really big deal for him too. Oh my god, this guy's still in this game? No way. 5-star, 5-star for him. Olé. Technical? Yeah, forget about it. Yeah. You can check out the chain evolutions, guys, but just make sure that it gives a driven shot, because then you're just wasting it, right? Like if there's like certain evils that you could put first to give them like a press proven or something like these ones, like press proven first into this one, the sentimentals can go hard for this. Guys, this is the best one to do sentimentals with. It just is. Like if you're gonna do an evolution that you pay for, it would be something like this. Oh yeah. 5-star, 4-star for him. Skill moves 5. Yeah, it would be this one, man. And then you just give him a finisher. Like again, I'm just saying it from like a more sentimental perspective, but The stuff that they're given, it just makes them way more usable. Again, EA likes to go down the route of like the FIFA point stuff when you buy them, right? But excuse me, you get what I'm saying, right? Like the improvements are sick. Driven shot, left mid with left wing striker. No, it'd have to be like this, right? Like that's where the sentimental is. If you were to go to like let's say you were to go to like Arsenal. Like let's see who would be the Arsenal sentimental. Like Trossard, I wouldn't really look at, as they know either. I think as they got like a showdown card. Oh, but they're the only ones actually. Who would be a good one? Let's see like Porto. Let's see what Porto has. Oh, Rodrigo Mora? Ooh. Hey man. Cannot go wrong with the Rodrigo Mora card. Sentimental goes off for that one. Ooh, William Gomez gets a massive improvement. Oh yeah, look at this card. Does he have finesse? Oh my god, he has finesse? Oh dude, if I was playing consistently, it'd be this guy. I would do this card so fast. Oh my god. Dang, bro, he looks sick. Yeah. Hey, yeah, look at the sentimentals, man. It could be a lot of really cool stuff to work with. So we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.